Hi, welcome to my new video. I'm starting to convert this Vauxhall Vivaro into a camper. If you don't know about me, I converted a Peugeot Partner into a micro camper 3-4 years ago. I'll put links to all the places and everything else above. So yeah, basically I'm going to convert this. This is the one, it's the version with the extra 3 seats in the back and the bulkhead here. And someone's built some framing in the back. Well, the first thing I've got to do is get this out. So this is what we're going to do today. So I can at least get this clear and then I'll explain what I'm doing. So let me get on with this anyway. But again, if you don't know me, I have this spinal problem which makes work difficult, but it's just one of those things. So if you see me bent over backwards in pain, it's normal. So yeah, let's get it out anyway. The metal frame was actually bolted down to the flooring that was there, and then the top of the racking was then riveted into that frame. Now really, I didn't have an actual plan to actually get it out. I just thought, well, what I'll do is I'll take up any of the bolts off the ones that go into the floor, and because it was awkward to get underneath, I thought then I'd try the ones on the side to take it out individually. This was a problem as well because I hadn't got the right size spanner, so because you needed to hold one side of the bolt and then the other to turn it, else the bolt's actually just spinning. I mean, while you're watching me struggle here, let me just tell you about the condition of this Vauxhall Vivaro. I mean, as you can see, it has been used as a work van. Now, to me, really, when buying this, okay, I was ripped off in it, I was scammed a little bit, there was gearbox problems, everything else. I'll talk about that in another video. But to me, it didn't matter how dirty the actual inside was because, you know, at the end of the day, all this is being ripped out. In the end, I'm ripping out all the flooring, it's all being cleaned down. There's new flooring going down with insulation on the floor as well as on the sides and everything else. So really it didn't make that much of a difference to me how dirty it was. It is just a pity it is like this because then it's more work to actually do, and like I say, with my spinal problems it did take it out of me doing this, but at the end of the day, yeah, it had to be done really. I mean, as well, if you want to know my ideas to actually converting this, I've already uploaded that video. I'll put links up the top now and in the description about the actual plans and the layout and what ideas I've got and everything like that. Once I'd got all the bolts out, it did seem to move a little bit. I mean, I tried to get it pulling up from outside the van, then I got inside the van to give me a bit more leverage, but it was getting stuck in the one corner and I couldn't understand why. It seemed like the actual wood was stuck into the bulkhead, but I wasn't too sure why. As it just seemed to be in the corner, I thought what I'll do is I'll get a hammer and chisel and try and chisel away a bit of the wood. That didn't work, so what I did is got my multi-tool and then tried cutting that away. I mean, it did work a little bit, it made it a little bit easier, but it was still catching in that corner. So in the end I did have to use the mallet and actually give it a good whack and knock a fair chunk of that corner away. As you can see here, I'm trying to lift it out, but basically it still wasn't budging. I just didn't know why. I really struggled on this bit. You can see here I was really struggling with my back. I mean, at the end of the day, this had to come out, so no matter what, I had to get through it. I mean, that is the thing with doing this van at the moment. And like I say, I am a lot further along than what you're seeing in this video at the moment. The problem is I can only do like a few hours, and then basically my back's completely screwed, and then I'm bad for a few days. So I'm kind of enjoying the conversion, so stick with me. Like I say, there will be videos coming out. It just may be like every few weeks or something like that because I have got a lot of footage to go through. But yeah, I mean, at the moment, I mean, as we stand at the moment, I've got the bedding that moves forward and bits and pieces, so I've got like a boot area if I do want to work, which unfortunately I can't at the moment. But as well, I've got then a lot of insulation in, I've got flooring in, I've got kitchen units and units starting to be built, and they're basically halfway done at the moment. So yeah, stick with me on all of this. But yeah, I am enjoying it, but really I am suffering with it. So again, if you do like the video, give it a like, share it, subscribe if you're not, and things like that. You know, it gives me motivation to keep doing these videos. Passenger side wheel arch had like a box built around it. Now this was just riveted in by like an L bracket of metal going into another bit of wood that was actually on the side. So the easiest thing that I thought to do with this one is actually just drill out the rivets, and that should then free it out. There was another L bracket securing it against the floor. Again, same procedure, drill out the rivets. I did have to use different size drill bits because some of them hadn't come out with the larger drill bit that I'd started to use. I did have to use a hammer and chisel to actually break away the L-shaped part from the framework and from the side because it didn't want to budge, but then when I just put the chisel through and that, it just came away. Well, that was hard work getting that out. I should have just drilled out the rivets more than anything else. I did try and just take the frame out and undo the bolt, and I had to break the bits of wood, everything else, but it's out now. So all I've got to do now is tidy up, and by the side of me here and up on the door here is like one of those things. So those have got to come off, and then it's just tidying up and wiping it down in there. I couldn't believe how much dust and rubbish and everything else was under there, even a bag of cement. So to actually get rid of all of this, the first thing I did was just basically give it a good sweep out with like a big brush and then like a dustpan and brush. Just put all the rubbish into a bucket and get rid of that. I mean, I did scrape a little bit as much as I can, but again, this was going to be cleaned down properly in the end anyway. I did end up taking the flooring out, so this was just to get rid of more of the dust and everything while I'm basically working in there, because you don't want to really be breathing all that stuff in. I mean, you can tell this was probably used by builders or something like that. I couldn't get all the dust up with the dustpan and brush, so I thought, right, get the vacuum cleaner in there. So I just got the vacuum cleaner with the extension, and then literally I went around and got in as much corners and used the brush attachment and everything else just to get it as clean as possible, really. I mean, this did take a bit of time because, again, I couldn't believe just really how much fine dust was really in there. The metal part that was on the side, which was, I thought was like a paper towel holder or something like that. I mean, it was just held in by like a few screws at the top and the bottom, but then at the back I found what would be a power cable, and then I looked underneath and it said it was a water heater. I did chop the cables off and put them in a connector block and put insulation tape around that to later check, find out what voltage was going in and where that was actually coming from. Then the final thing to do was give it a really good clean, so I just got like a car sponge and a bucket of soapy water and then basically cleaned down like the bulkhead and things like that. So eventually this bulkhead does come out, which is actually in the next video coming, because as I'm recording this now, I'm a lot further along. So if you want to see how I'm getting on with the conversion and everything else, please subscribe to the channel so you can keep up to date on actually how I'm actually converting it. I mean, once I'd cleaned the bulkhead down, and then what I did is then give the flooring a good clean and then the plastic trim at the back as well. Like I say, eventually this all comes out anyway, but it was just to make the van in a usable condition. Well, thank you for watching, and I do hope you stay with me for this conversion, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. So bye for now, bye.